So I have a little story. Recently, I got in contact with some kids that I went to high school with. And in me talking to those friends again, I ended up getting reminded of some pretty unpleasant memories. But I end up telling you guys the most awful things anyway, so here we go. So as you guys know, I'm not a big ladies man, or at least I didn't like date a whole bunch of girls throughout high school. I had a girlfriend all throughout like the last 3 years of high school. But before that, there was a couple girls that tried to talk to me, and I tried to talk to them, but I'm just too fucking awkward and weird to make anything work. I don't know if that's the actual reason, that's just what I assume in myself. But there was this girl, and I just want to give her like a code name or something like that, because it's just fucked up to like name her out loud, just in case she watches this video. Actually, it's to protect myself, because if she finds out I made a video about her and say the things that I'm going to say, she's going to want to murder me, or her boyfriend will beat the shit out of me, either one. But back in my freshman year of high school, I knew this girl, okay? And she was friends with all of the other guys that I was friends with, okay? And she was just, I don't know, she was a really nice girl. She was pretty cute, but she was really small, okay? She was like very small, like 5'2", maybe 90 pounds, something like that. But I wasn't very, you know, I didn't have any kind of interest like that in her. She expressed a little bit of interest in me, but I wasn't, you know, I wasn't really interested. And I knew that my one friend actually really liked her. So I always kept trying to push my friend onto her, but she just was not having it. She just really liked me over my friend, and it was fucked up because I didn't even try to do anything. Like, I'm a big believer in the whole bro code thing. Like, I don't fuck around with any girls that my friends are trying to talk to or whatever it may be. I don't do that shit. So there was this girl that I knew, and she said this really corny poem to me one time. She actually wrote a poem expressing her feelings to me, and I thought it was sweet, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, she wrote a poem for me, but it was so fucking bad. The way that I got this poem from her, she actually handed it to me in the hallway. Like, she just handed it to me and just sprinted. I actually ended up typing this into Google search, and I actually ended up finding like parts of it. Like, she took parts of it from something searched in fucking Google. Like, she tried to plagiarize a poem and pick me up with it. Not that easy. So I read this poem and I was like, oh, it's so sweet, you know what I mean? And whatever, like, thank you so much, and it means a lot, and all this other stuff. And honestly, like, there was no way that I could like be mean to her in any way, shape, or form. And this was before I really started dating people, and when you should really let somebody know that if you're not really, you know, into them, do not lead them on any more than, you know, than you already have. If you're not interested, you immediately tell them you're not fucking interested. Back then, I thought maybe like, hey, you know, maybe if we talked more, maybe I could, you know, find like the great qualities in her and all this other stuff. And sure, she has great qualities about her, but I was just like, I just wasn't interested. Leading somebody on like that is like buying a fucking box of Twinkies. You go to bite into it and there's no cream inside. That's fucking deception. That's like wanting a baby and you're shooting blanks. That's like going for a 1440 and getting a hit marker on it. You hit it, but not really. It's just fucked up. Don't do it. But I didn't have the heart to turn this girl down. I thought, hey, if I just talk to her more, maybe I can, you know, start developing some feelings. So I kept talking to her and talking to her and talking to her. And in this time of me talking to her, nothing about sex or anything like that, nothing about kissing or anything like that came up at all. And one day in a hallway, she just randomly asked me, she's like, you know, we've been talking for a while, like, would you date me? And I'm like, sure. Now, I don't even normally bring this girl up whenever I talk about like my past relationships or anything like that, because it doesn't really count. It was very short-lived. I accepted her request and I became her boyfriend. And like I said, she was very gorgeous. I just wasn't interested. It was weird. And the one thing that happened, the main reason I wanted to talk to you guys about this was because of what happened after I accepted. After I accepted her request, I was walking her to her class and she was so ecstatic. She was so happy. We were doing that thing that kids in relationships did, you know, before they go to class, like, oh, I'll never forget you. You know, I'll see you in fucking 30 minutes. They have to stand outside of the classroom and just hang on to each other until the bell rings, like it's life or fucking death. And before the bell rang, this girl went and she tried to kiss me. She went in for a kiss. And you know, she's gonna kiss me. I can't like fucking deny it, you know what I mean? So I kissed her, and this first kiss, it was, how the fuck do I put this? You don't fucking kiss somebody like this on the first fucking kiss. When I kissed her, I was expecting this small little peck, you know, this little smooch. But no, when she kissed me, it was this full-on, straight-up face sucker, Alien versus Predator type shit. We touched lips. I was like, okay, we're touching. What the fuck is going in my? She penetrated me. See, I'm no love guru, but I know that you're not supposed to slide your tongue literally down somebody's throat. Now, on top of her orally raping me, her hygiene was not the best. Okay, I'm not even gonna sprinkle it a little. Her breath smelled so bad. And along with her going down my throat, it touched every single bit of my taste buds, so I tasted all of it. And my initial reaction was to like, I didn't know what the fuck to do, so I made it this most awkward kiss. It was like a half tongue, a half normal kiss, like, whoa, back the fuck up. So after that whole situation, it was about 2 days, and I wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling it, and I just did not want to continue doing this anymore. I mean, her hygiene, let me tell you guys, guys, some of you people look for, you know, big boobs, big butts. Some of you girls look for guys like with muscles or abs or like nice hair, beautiful eyes and shit. Number one fucking thing is hygiene. I don't give a fuck. Even if you're super ugly, if your breath smells nice and you're clean, that's plus fucking 4. You're already on a 4 on a hotness scale. Do not underestimate hygiene. I can't comprehend how you don't smell your own breath. How can't you tell that your breath smells like a bag of Doritos stuffed in a lambskin icy hot condom? Are you kidding me? So after that couple of days, you know, I had to break it off with her. I did it very nicely. I was just like, you know, I just don't want to lead you on. You know, you're really nice. I would like to be your friend and all, but I can't, you know, I just can't do this. I friend zoned her basically because she really is awesome. I just was not interested. So it's about a month later, right? I'm hearing rumors that this girl was saying I'm an awful kisser. You would be a terrible kisser too if you tried to kiss a fucking condom. What kind of blasphemy is this? So she went around telling people that I'm a bad kisser and I'm a bad guy and all this other stuff. I had enough of it. She confronted me in the fucking cafeteria all mad as shit at me. So I was like, but your fucking breath stinks. Like, what do you want me to do? So I told her that her breath stunk the one fucking time that I kissed her. I was still her friend afterwards though. Nice girl.